this is a big story because this is what, while there has been usual Bengaluru traffic, this was unprecedented. Let's try and understand what are the reasons behind it. Joining me now are two special guests this morning. Harish, Bijoor, he's an eminent Bengaluru resident. Also R.K. Mishra, he's an urban expert to try and understand what happens in cities like this, who will, of course, continue to grow, specifically if these are cosmopolitan hubs. I want to come to you first, Harish. There are times the office hours in Bengaluru, which is known to prone to be have traffic snarls. But do tell us what happened yesterday evening and what was the jam really about? What did you hear? By any chance, were you stuck in the traffic yesterday?
Traffic is beyond politics. And
Yes.
to that extent, it's extremely important to understand that there are macro issues that are hitting the city. And as the city grows bigger, these macro issues hit us even bigger. If you really look at it, every adult above the age of 18 has a motorized vehicle in Bengaluru, if you go by statistics. Okay? So the population of adults is equal to the population of motor vehicles. Second issue is the fact that as the city grows, the infrastructure has not kept pace. Third issue, soft-gloved policing versus iron-gloved policing. I think there is a need for iron-gloved policing because in Bengaluru, it's not only the roads that have congestions, but parking is allowed on our roads, and that must stop completely. Because the moment you park on the road, 2/3 of the road is eaten up by parking on both the sides. And thirdly, whenever it rains, people are stopping under flyovers, stopping under metro train stations. And this, again, narrows down the artery. And this is a traffic hazard, a risk. If you really ask me, I think there needs to be zero tolerance on these issues. And each of these issues are big issues, because if we don't solve these big issues, every rain or every big holiday later or every protest later, we're going to have a television program which is going to talk about it, and everything is going to be forgotten once again. I think we need to act.
That's right. It's supposed to be one of the better cities. And of course, there will be development that will come across. But can the infrastructure and should that also move across while there are plans being made for Bengaluru as a city? So I try to understand how different was it, let's say, to the traffic on Delhi-Noida border or Delhi-Gurgaon border? And it was definitely taking way more than usual. I try to understand it and take a look at this map. For example, if there was a distance from Yemalur to Bengaluru, which is about 4 kilometers. 4 kilometers, that's not too much. It took 3 hours to cross that stretch for the residents. For example, let's take HSR to Bengaluru again, though it connects the same route. 4.6 kilometers, 3 hours almost to be stuck in that traffic. And I'm talking not just about office goers. There were school children who left from schools and reached at about 8 p.m. to their residence. A 3 kilometer, almost 1.5 hours from the Alpine Eco Apartments to Ashray layout. So this about 3 kilometers took over 1 hour to even cover. 16 kilometers, which is a longer stretch, for example, from the Manyata Tech Park to Marathalli, took about almost 4.5, 5 hours. Imagine being stuck in traffic for 4 hours. You could actually be in another city, another state also, but it took 5 hours even just in that.